Aloha everyone. Thank you so much for taking the time to be here today. My name is Isaiah Tanaka and I'm currently a senior and I came to Punahou in the 6th grade. I vividly remember my first day here. I remember being dropped off in my flash shirt with my lunchbox in hand. And I remember walking into my classroom in Case Middle School just absolutely terrified. I didn't have any friends and I didn't really know anybody. I came from a school where the entire grade had only 12 people. And so if you can imagine, going from 12 people to around 300 was a pretty big jump. The first teacher that I ran into was my advisory teacher, Mrs. Brown. With a big smile, she introduced me to my new classmates, settled me in, and made me feel welcome. All of my classmates and teachers were, of course, really nice and supportive and made me feel welcome in the classroom. And yet, it still took me a little bit to find what really interested me because of the amount of opportunities there were to experience at Punahou, even in the junior school years. And after a few months in the 6th grade, what really made Punahou feel like home to me was 6th grade camp and robotics. 6th grade camp is my absolute favorite memory from middle school. I spent 3 days and 2 nights at Camp Punahou with my class, and the camp really allowed me to make new friends and connections with my classmates through activities like hiking. We also had camp counselors from the high school who really inspired me and whom I looked up to a lot. I particularly remember the hike we did on the 2nd day. It was a long and difficult hike for 6th grade me, but the length and challenge was a perfect opportunity to bond with my classmates and teachers, especially those whom I still didn't know too well at the time. Looking back now as a senior, conquering the challenge of that hike and reaching the pinnacle taught me that I have the ability to overcome obstacles. And that's how Punahou is. Even in my classes as a senior, much of the learning is done by doing instead of simply being given the information. Another great chance for me to be involved with the Punahou community during my first year was my participation in robotics. I connected with teachers and peers outside of my class, and Punahou robotics really helped me to find my passion. I've always loved just making stuff, and doing robotics was a way for me to pursue my passion at school and with my friends. In 7th grade, I continued with robotics. I learned so much from my coach, Mr. Lai, and my teammates the year prior, and I was able to have greater self-confidence, and I really thought we were going to win all of our competitions and make this really amazing robot, when in reality, we definitely had our fair share of setbacks or learning experiences, as Mr. Lai likes to say. We didn't win much, but in all fairness, we were 7th graders competing against high schoolers. And through those struggles, I was really able to lean on Mr. Lai, my teammates, and also my teachers for support. And despite my disappointment in how that season went, I still had a ton of fun and I did learn a lot. I learned how to deal with adversity and came to the realization that setbacks are just opportunities to grow. I'm glad that Mr. Lai entered us into the competitions and that I competed, even though I'm sure he knew we didn't stand much of a chance against the more experienced high school teams. He still worked with us every Monday through Thursday after school, supporting our learning. And that's how all Punahou teachers are. They're all like Mr. Lai. They challenge us, they believe in us, and they even give us so much other time outside of working hours. In 7th grade, instead of one overnight camp, there were multiple day camps throughout the year. The first day camp was centered around helping out in the lo'i. This was a completely new experience for me, trekking through the mud and doing different things I'd never done before, and it really opened my eyes to the value of service and giving back. Unfortunately, this was the only day camp of my 7th grade year, as it was 2020, and the second half of middle school was cut short due to COVID. I really remember how hard those 2 years of online learning were. The teachers taught well online, and I still learned a lot, and I could tell they really tried their best to keep the class together, but I really did miss just being in school. I missed playing Clash Royale and Brawl Stars with my friends before class, and going to robotics with them after school. I really did miss being a part of the vibrant Punahou community where each day is different and engaging. I could return to campus in freshman year, and I got some of what I missed back. I had in-person classes, and I could now interact with teachers and some of my friends throughout the school day. There was still a ton of safety measures, which were admittingly a little irritating at times, but I always knew that Punahou cared about me. By my sophomore year, it had been 4 years since I had gone on an overnight camp, and so I was really itching to go on one. But there are no camps for high schoolers, and so I applied to be a camp counselor. I remember how much I looked up to my camp counselors, and I really wanted to have the opportunity to give back to younger kids, just as my camp counselors had done for me. I've been able to be a counselor for 4th grade camp, 6th grade camp, and actually just got back from 8th grade camp yesterday. And 6th grade camp brought back a lot of memories. Eating the same food, playing card games, going swimming and hiking. And it's really special to me to be able to be a role model and set an example for the younger learners. To kind of bring this talk back to where it all began, I want to share with you my high school robotics experience. My robotics team in the academy has been a lot more successful, and this is obviously because I have a lot more knowledge and experience now, but it's also because of the incredible teachers and resources that I've been able to access over the years. My high school robotics coach, Mr. Kinnear, has taught me so much about engineering and about life. I really give him credit for pushing me to be my best self every day, and for giving me the drive to work to improve my engineering abilities. I still had a good amount of my learning experiences or setbacks, but I was able to lean on Mr. Kinnear and friends in high school, just as I could at middle school. And through my participation in robotics, I've been inspired to pursue a career in either mechanical or aerospace engineering. And over this past summer, I've even had the opportunity to apply all the knowledge I've accumulated at Punahou to kickstart my career with an internship at an engineering company. And I really don't think 6th grade me, my flash shirt, my first day of school, could have imagined how much I would grow and learn during my time at Punahou. I went from building basic robots as a 6th grader to designing roads and water systems this past summer. I did struggle at times, but I never felt alone on my journey. There were always so many people at Punahou, like Mr. Lai, Mr. Kinnear, my deans, and my teachers to support me. And even on my most challenging days, I always felt connected. I now realize that the reason I looked up to my camp counselors in 6th grade was because they were the kind of people I wanted to become. And now, thanks to Punahou, I've been able to become just like them. Thank you, and have a great rest of your day.
Ay Punahou.